Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dragon Brown from Avidly Gaming. Today I'm bringing you an unboxing, this time the Amazon Luna controller, as you can see here. Right now the controller is not available to the public, only for early access players. The Luna gamepad is not required to play Luna games, however it is a nice addition to have, just like the Stadia controller is not required to play Stadia games. This is basically Amazon's take on the Stadia controller. As you can see, it does come equipped with the Alexa voice assistant. I believe it is only available if you play on a Fire TV, not if you play on PC. It does come equipped with Wi-Fi so that it connects directly to the Luna game servers. It has Bluetooth if you want to use it as a regular gamepad, and a USB-C port and a 3.5mm line-in, line-out audio jack. I do like the fact that it comes with Bluetooth, so you can use it as a regular gamepad with your existing devices, something the Stadia controller is not currently able to do. Alright, so once we open the box, we are greeted with the Luna controller. Underneath it, we seem to have a manual. The manual is not that exciting, but it does come with a few instructions on how to connect it to the Luna game services, so maybe just give it a quick glance. The box actually comes with 2 batteries, but they are not rechargeable, so they're pretty useless for long gaming sessions. The Luna controller looks very similar to the Nintendo Switch Pro controller in aesthetics, as you can see here. It also seems a little smaller than the Xbox controller. And just like the Xbox controller, as I mentioned earlier, it is battery powered, so that kind of sucks. Even my Nintendo Switch Pro controller is rechargeable. You're paying anywhere from $50 to $70 for this gamepad, and you gotta use batteries. That just really kills it for me. Alright, so once you hold it, once you put the batteries in, it feels really nice and hefty. It has a nice premium feel to it. I really like the joysticks. They're really nice in texture, and as you can see, the joysticks concave really deep, so that's really nice, unlike the Xbox controller. As you can tell, like, it doesn't concave as much, neither does the Stadia controller. It's really smooth, like not very deep. Overall, the joysticks feel really nice, very smooth, they glide very nicely. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at D-pad while we're at it. The D-pad feels nice and big, very rigid. It is slightly bigger than the Nintendo Switch Pro controller D-pad. It is definitely bigger than the Stadia controller D-pad, and also slightly bigger than the Xbox controller D-pad. Overall, the D-pad feels nice and rigid. However, I really don't like these ridges that it has to kind of like symbolize up, down, left, and right. I feel like you're gonna get a lot of dirt in these, so I really don't like that. Anyway, let's move on to the buttons here. The buttons are nice and clicky, also pretty smooth to the touch, and they're definitely bigger than the Stadia controller XYAB buttons. They are, I guess, smaller than the Nintendo Switch Pro controller and about the same size as the Xbox XYAB buttons. Both controllers have a similar feel to their XYAB buttons. However, the Luna controller buttons are flat and the Xbox controller buttons are convex. Unlike the Xbox gamepad, the buttons are pretty grayish. The bumpers are solid and the triggers are nice and smooth, shallow but not too deep, not as much as the Xbox One controller or the Stadia controller, but more so than the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. And unlike the Xbox logo, the Luna logo does not light up. So once you press the button, gotta go and buy some batteries at the store, be right back. And I'm back. Let's press the button. As you can see, a ring appears around the logo, but the logo itself does not light up. Once it's connected to the game services, it'll turn solid purple. Once it's connected to the game client, it'll stop blinking. Anyway, I wish the logo lit up. It would have been really cool, but it's just like a little minor thing. Compared to the Xbox controller pairing button, the Luna controller comes short. However, compared to the Stadia controller, which also has a ring around the logo itself, I guess it's fine. As for the central buttons, we have the action button on the left, the Amazon Alexa assistant down on the bottom, and the menu button on the right. We also have a speaker above the logo and the audio jack down at the bottom. One thing I really like about this controller is this non-linear texture grip on the back where your hands sit. It's really nice, very grippy. I really like it. It does come equipped with a USB-C port at the top so that you can play wired mode for when your batteries run out, and they will most likely run out during your gaming session. So there is that. Overall, I really like the Luna controller. It feels nice and solid. It's got a premium feel to it. I really dislike the fact that it does not come with a rechargeable battery. And this D-pad right here, it's a little too clunky and those ridges are really crappy. But overall, the controller is pretty solid. I played Metro Exodus, finished the whole game just using this gamepad, and throughout my whole gaming session, it felt solid. No complaints. Anyway, that's my review of the Luna controller. I hope you guys found it useful. Also, be on the lookout for my unboxing of the new Game & Watch system. Anyway, this has been Dragon Brand from Avidly Gaming. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments if you found this video useful and if you're looking forward to getting the Luna gamepad when it releases to the public. Until next time, you guys take care.